should remember this from class, but it's always good to remind ourselves what we did in school, especially when we've been at home for a while. So the first number that I want to use in my comparison, again, to compare, we need at least two numbers, sometimes more. The first number that I'm going to use is 9,989. The second number, 9,998. In order to compare these two numbers, we always come back to place value. So I'm going to draw a place value chart that I can then enter the information from these numbers in. The first thing I'm going to do for my chart is cut in half, and then I'm going to mark each half again, leaving us with fourths, one for each of these numbers to fit into. So this one will be the ones, this will be the tens, this will be the hundreds, and this will be the thousands. For my first number, 9,989, 9,989. For my second number, 9,998, 9,998. Now, starting with the biggest in the columns, the thousands column in our place value chart, we're going to compare these numbers. 9 and 9 are equal. 9,000 is equal to 9,000s. In the hundreds column, 9 and 9 again are equal. 900, 900 equal. When we get to the tens, now we finally have two different numbers. This 8 in the tens column really means 80, and this 9 in the tens column really means 90. I know that 90 is bigger or greater than 80. So I know that the second number is the greater number. Now I can go ahead and fill this in with the greater side on the second number. Again, this is like a crocodile. Which one does he want to eat? He wants to eat the bigger one every time. So each one that's greater is going to have that crocodile going towards it. Let's try it again with some different numbers. All right, next number. How about 7,134 and 7,341? Again, we're just going to make a chart. How many places or how many values do we need to represent in our chart? 4 different values. So I'm going to cut that in half. Cut it in half again to create my 4 columns. This one for ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. And let's start with this number. 7,100, 3 tens, and 4 ones. For our next one, we also have 7 thousands. Now we have 3 hundreds, 4 tens, and 1 one. Let's start over here again. In my thousands column, I have 7 thousands and 7 thousands. Those are equal. That doesn't help me. I've got to investigate further. Let's look at hundreds. I only have 100, and now I have 300. Juliet, what's more? What's greater, 100 or 300?
300.
300. For those of you who didn't know, Juliet's back there. She's my camera lady today. 300 is greater, so I know that this second number is the greater number. I can now put my symbol that this number is greater by drawing it this way. So far we've only had 2 numbers to order and compare. What would happen if we added a third one? I'm going to show you how to do that too.
You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
We have minutes.
How about 4,831, 3,849, and 4,802. So 4,831, 3,849, and 4,802. Same thing. For each of these numbers, we only have 4 places that we're going to be investigating, so we're going to make our chart. And half again. Okay. Ones, tens, hundreds, and thousands. Number 1, 4,831. So there's 4 thousands, 8 hundreds, 3 tens, and 1 1. Our next number, 3,000, 8 hundreds, 4 tens, and 9 ones. And for our last number, we have 4 thousands, 8 hundreds, 0 tens, and 2 ones. Let's start comparing. One thing that I notice immediately is that this 3 is less than each of these other 4s. So I know already that this middle number is our least number. This is the lowest number. Now I just have to compare the other 2. 4 and 4 are equal. That doesn't help me. 800s and 800s are equal. That also doesn't help me. I've got to look at the tens. I have 3 tens on the first number and 0 tens on the third number. So now I know that this one is less than this one. This one is my greatest number. So I have least, I have greatest. This one must be in the middle. Now, if Ms. Hauser had said, order those numbers from least to greatest, I would know, oh, this one, 3,849, then 4,802, finally the greatest one, 4,831. If I had told you to order them from greatest to least, you would just flip it. The greatest, 4,831, the middle, 4,802, and the least, 3,849. If you want to practice these at home, if you have a whiteboard like this, you can do that, or a chalkboard, or you can get a piece of paper, okay, and you're gonna fold it in half again, and then fold this last time into thirds, okay, into thirds, so that when you open it up, you're gonna have 4 rows and 3 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4 rows, 1, 2, 3 columns. On this, you can now write 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then you can do one that looks like this and one that looks like this, okay? When you're done with that, if you have scissors, go ahead and cut them out, but if not, you can just tear them out. Now that I have all of these numbers, I can just start creating some of my own comparisons just like this. So I could say 7, 4, 5, 6, put that to the side, and then, oh, here's a 9, an 8, 2, and a 1. And I can now compare these two numbers. If it wasn't so windy, I could. After I was done looking at those numbers, I could decide if they are greater than or less than. If I wanted to add even more to that lesson, I could make some that say plus or minus and start to make my own flashcards to practice some of that addition and subtraction. I really miss you guys and miss seeing you every day, but I will see you very soon, and you're going to keep seeing me on these little lessons every week. I will talk to you soon.